Hello, today we are continuing our series with in, on and at. And we're looking at how we use these prepositions after verbs in English. Let's start by looking at. We can use at in a phrasal verb. A phrasal verb is a verb plus preposition combination. We can use at when we are speaking about something in the direction of. So in this example, the boy aimed at the target. He aimed at the target. So at indicates that the aim is in the direction of the object. So they aimed at the target. We can also use at when we mean to continue. So they stuck at the task until the end. That meant they continued going on and on with the task. There are many verbs that you can use which have at afterwards, which mean continue in this way. We can also use at to mean a particular place. This is a verb preposition combination, not really a phrasal verb. But for example, the staff worked at the factory. So at indicates the place where the action happens. Those are probably the most important phrasal verbs or verb preposition combinations with at. There are others, but you have to learn those individually. Those three will help you a lot. Let's go on to on. We can use on when we link actions to what is affected. Let's look at the example. I am spying on you. So spying is when I'm looking for someone or something, but I don't want someone else to know. I'm spying. It's in secret. And on links the action spying to what the action affects, which is you in this case. I'm spying on you. We can also use on when we mean to be on top of. The actress stood on the stage. So the actress is standing, stood. Underneath is a stage. The feet are touching the stage, stood on. So it shows the position that she's in. We can also use on when we mean a movement to another place. In the example here, the racers carried on to the finish. So carry on means they've already started, they keep on going. So they've moved and then they move more. Carried on. Many other verbs work in this way as well. Continue on would be another. And we can use on when we are encouraging, to encourage. For example, we cheered on the team. So we cheered, hooray. On turns the phrase into encouragement. We were trying to help the team do better by cheering. Now, in has so many different uses with phrasal verbs that I've made another video completely for this. You may have seen it already. There will be a link at the end of this video. So if you want to see that longer video with many, many, many uses of in within phrasal verbs, stay to the end and click the video that will come up in the screen. But I've just selected 3 really important uses of in as part of phrasal verbs here for you right now. The most important one is when it indicates move from outside to inside. For example, you can come in at any time. So come in means you were outside and then you moved to inside by come in. Many other verbs work like this. Go in, for example. In also can mean introduce. They brought in new staff to do the work. They didn't have staff before, they did afterwards. Brought in means introduce the staff. And to include. For example, they built in a chat facility within the video game. So imagine the video game. And as part of the video game, you can chat to other people. The facility or the feature is built in. So there are some phrasal verbs with at, on, and in. But don't forget, click on the video that's coming up to look at in more detail, because there are lots and lots and lots of phrasal verbs that have the preposition in.